Genesis chapter 1, verse 1 to 2. In the beginning, when God created the universe, the earth was formless and desolate. The raging ocean that covered everything was engulfed in total darkness, and the Spirit of God was moving over the water. Ladies and gentlemen, I salute you all. I am your host, Gad Baraka, aka Gaida Entertainment, and today I want to discuss with you about the existence of God. I started by reading the holy book, the Bible. Genesis chapter 1, verse 1 to 2. Why? Because it is the genesis of everything. So most of us have come in discussions where we argue a lot about the existence of God. Most of us find situations turning our belief in God. But I would want to ask you one question. If you don't believe in the existence of God, how do you define your existence? You know, in the scientific definition of existence, we tend to think about evolution. We tend to think about we came from atomic structures that developed to being humans and other organisms, you see. But in real sense, who created these atoms? Who brought them into existence? As we have read from the Bible, I like that verse 2 especially, in the part that says, and the Spirit of God was moving over the water. You see, the Spirit of God, which means God was already present. He is eternal, you see. And when God is already present and His Spirit is moving, you see, it means that God was omnipresent, omniscient, you see. He was everywhere. His Spirit was moving everywhere, omnipresent, you see. And when His Spirit was moving everywhere, He liked, or he got a desire to create the world. And the third verse of Genesis chapter 1, it says God was pleased with what He saw. No. In the third verse, then God commanded, let there be light. He was inspired to start creating. You see. So that explains our existence. That is how creation started. Because God's Spirit was moving and He saw the earth was desolate, and He thought existence of organisms and human is necessary on earth. So, other supernatural things can explain the existence of God on this earth, such as, how do you create things like these phones we are using? How do you create things like social media? How we are sharing like this? I might be talking to someone 1,000 miles away, 1,000,000 miles away right now. How? Do you think human mentality can devise such things out of nothing? No. I believe it is an inspiration. How do we discover electricity? It's an inspiration from God. If it was easy, all of us could create it, you see. If it was easy, any one of us could come with innovations, but there are just a few people who come with these innovations. Few chosen by God. Where are some people better than us in some aspects? And we are better than them in other aspects. It's because God favors everyone differently. We are all from God. Every creature, every human being, we are all from one God. And this is the God that is responsible for creation of everything. For inspiration. That is why we have electricity, we have televisions, we can connect around the world. And as days go by, there are more innovations to come. through people who God has chosen. Why is it that they are better sportsmen than us? It's because God has chosen them to reach out to the world through such capabilities, you see. If you have a capability of seeing, God uses you to reach out through the world, to spread love, to spread joy, you see. Some music give us joy. Some cinemas give us laughter, you see. It's because God has chosen these people to spread it. The simplest explanation of why there is an existence of God is that nothing will exist if there was no God. That is the simplest explanation. How do you breathe? How do you coordinate your body parts? Movement of your body parts, you see. And if you question the existence of God, then it is just a situation that is going to pass by. Besides, how do you get nightmares? How do you get sweet dreams? And some of us, when we sleep, we are like half dead, but still we struggle in the middle of the night, fighting against evil, fighting against nightmares, because there is evil and there is God. God protects us through all these nightmares, through to the morning. And you will exist until that day that God says, my mission with you is over. But as I must say today, all through you must know that God exists and God has a purpose in your life. What do you think, guys? Do you think God exists? I hope I touched your heart and you now know that God exists. Thank you, and catch you to the next episode of real life stories and real life lessons. God bless you.